guys, today we're going to be trying some new products and I'm excited. This tutorial will mainly be just based on putting on my foundation, which will be a cream foundation. I'm trying the mineral cream foundation that's in the compact, and also I am trying out the brow artist brush. These are two new products that I've gotten in, and I also have this new color right here, but you won't see me applying that, but just so you know, that's a new color on my eyes. And so let's go, and I will show you, like I said, how the cream foundation, how I applied it, and using the new brow artist brush. It's new to me. So anyways, let's get started. Hi guys, here I am. I'm in a new kind of location. It's not really a different location, it's just I've flipped my desk around because things just weren't working with the way I had it set up that way. So now then you've got a different kind of background to look at. So hopefully that light back there won't cause too much issue, and if it does, I'll shut the curtains. And so anyways, it's been a while, and you know, we've had a lot of different things going on. We went on vacation, so that was really fun, and you know, we've just done a lot of things, and so I've had some new stuff come through, and you know, that's some of the stuff I want to show you because it's exciting. Every time I get one of those white boxes, I'm just so excited, because I know it's going to be something fun. So one of the things that I got that is new is I am trying out the cream foundation. Now, I typically use the Liquid Touch, and I still love it. I still think it's great, but just for purposes of, you know, just kind of seeing what the other products do, I went ahead and ordered a cream foundation just so I could try it out and see, you know, what it does and how I like it. So okay, so you open up, it's a compact, you open it up, and it's got this little sponge thing that you can use, but I'm probably not going to use, and then it's got this little, and it's attached, and it's pretty sturdy, that holds your thing, and then you can see your color, and the color in this, whoop, can't see me, is a cream. Can I get, I don't know if that light's gonna let me focus it. I don't think it's gonna focus. Anyways, so that is the foundation I'm going to be trying. As you know, I need the full coverage foundation because I have the mask of pregnancy on me, and I'm not even pregnant. So but all of this discoloration here, this brown patchiness that you see, that's called melasma. That is a hormonal thing. What is that? I think it's just a vein or something. Yeah, that's a hormonal thing. You're either predisposed to get it or you're not. Sunlight makes it worse. And you know, we've been to Florida, so it, you know, it is what it is. They do have like some skin whiteners or something. Bleach. I don't know. I've seen it, but I just don't think that sounds very healthy for your skin. So I'm just going to keep with the same skin, you know, routine that I've been doing. You know, just try to keep my face, you know, clean and exfoliated and moisturized, and I do the detox, and I really, really love that detox. I'm telling you, it is awesome. But it makes my face feel so soft. And then I use the primer and rose water and just everything. I use, you know, trying to make my skin as healthy as possible. So, and then I just try to cover up or even out the discoloration with my foundation. So, so that's what I'm going to see how well this compares to what I've been doing. Hopefully I can get pretty good coverage with it. And then another fun thing that I got was I ordered the, let's see, Brow Artist brush. Woohoo! So it has this one end that is angled and stiff, and it has this other end that's flat and stiff. Now, if you've watched me before, this was the brow brush that I had been using, and so it has this stiff angle on it. But I had noticed that I don't know, there's parts of it that aren't quite as, I don't know, I wasn't getting the effect that I was wanting. It was just harder. I don't know. I've had this thing for a long time, so I thought, well, you know what, I'm gonna get me one of those, because I had some Younique, and you know, so I got me some new foundation and one of these brushes. That Younique is amazing, y'all. You can do we call them parties, but we can do whatever with it. We can just get you a link set up, and you know, you'll be ready to go. Or you know, we can do the Facebook, you know, party thing, where I go over each of the products. We can do one-on-ones if you're local. But anyways, you get sales on this stuff, and then that brings you rewards. And if you can really, like this month, or I think it's this month. I think it's this month. I'm telling you, I've been out of the whole thing for, you know, a little bit. So, but they have the double points, but I mean double rewards, but it's different from the way they've done in the past. The past, like if you spend $100, it would seem as though you've spent $200 for your rewards, and it gets you your rewards quicker. But the way they're doing it now is not, it doesn't double the points. So you still got to get to the $200 in sales, but once you get to the $200 in sales, it doubles the reward. So anyways, this is a good month to do a party, because you can get, you know, a lot of Younique and half off items, and that is a way to get you a lot of product, you know, for you know, a good price, because I mean free is better than anything. So okay, I have rambled. We're gonna get started, and I have already put on my primer, the Glorious Touch primer, you know, all over my face. And I've also put on the eye primer already, just, you know, from lid to brow. They are two separate things. The eye primer, it just is a little bit more sticky, and it helps to hold on to the eye makeup better. And the face primer, oh my gosh, it makes your face so soft, but it helps to fill in those fine lines, and helps to close up the pores and oil control. And it's just, you know, you start off with that and you leave it on for about 10 minutes, and then you know, you can apply your makeup from there. Okay, so we're moving to, I'm going to apply the cream shadow, and I'm going to use a blending bud, which is not something that I use very much. And so what I know about blending buds is you have got to keep them sort of moist. And the reason for that is so that it doesn't suck up all of your product. You want, you know, that product on your face. You don't want, you know, to waste it. So I'm going to use this end. Okay. This is what it looks like. I'm using the flat end. Okay. And I am just going to rub this around in here. I've got some right there. You see? Okay. And then I'm just going to kind of dab it all over. Now, I did not apply any concealer yet, and before I would have put on the concealer. Okay, mixed it in with my foundation, the liquid foundation. Okay, I'm sorry, my brain is just, it's here, but I think it's on low setting or something. Alright, so when you're applying this, you're just kind of dabbing it on and patting it in. And this type is supposed to be where you can build it, so that you're not using more product than you absolutely have to. So, you know, if this area is your problem area, you can use, you know, more product there, and you don't have to use it, you know, everywhere in that same way. So you can save product. So yes, again, all I'm doing is I'm kind of swiping this in the cream, and then I am dabbing it. And you can even use this end to get like right in here. That's what those little corners are for. Because you really, you know, want to get, you know, your coverage in all of those tiny little spaces. Now, the difference between this and the liquid is this one does not dry to a powder. So if you like the dewy look, which means, you know, you just kind of have like, almost like you've been running and you have just a little bit of sweat, you know, I don't know. I don't know how to say it because I don't really wear it like that. But if you like that, then this is how that, you know, this is a good choice for that, and that's how that finishes out. So I guess if you have like really dry skin, I think that would be a really good choice for dry skin. And I personally don't wear the dewy look. I like the matte finish. And so what I am going to do is once I get my desired coverage, I'm going to set it with translucent powder. So there's tricks to everything. Let me see. But yeah, I like that this is buildable because you can kind of get your coverage more suited to your needs. Okay, and you just keep patting it in there because you want that flawless look. Okay. I did wear this once already one time, and I applied it with my brush like I usually apply my foundations, and I realized I did not like the way that turned out, and so I had to look up some tutorials to see, okay, what are you guys doing? You know, how do you use this stuff? And everybody else was using the blending bud. I see. That makes a lot more sense. Because that brush just was not doing it. Okay. I think I beat my face enough at this point. Okay. And see, now I can go back and I can put the concealer just on the, you know, exact places that I really need it. So the point of the foundation is to even out the skin color, but you're still going to have, you know, those few little spots, you know, that are just a little bit darker that you can cover up with your concealer. You can brighten and all of that. Okay. I am a perfectionist when it comes to this stuff, the foundation part. So it takes me a little bit, and especially since I'm trying to learn this new product, it is taking me a little bit longer than typical, but it's because I'm being, and that's also part of why I do not tend to put my foundation on in front of y'all, because I know I'm like, I take a lot of time with it, so I want it to be right. So yeah, I'm gonna set it with the translucent loose powder. You can use the pressed powder too. There's actually a set. You can buy the 2 compacts, and so it can be either 2 cream shadows, or it can be 2 pressed powders, or it can be 1 cream, 1 pressed. And so there you can get your powder too in that little set. My lip is really dry. I haven't been using my lip thing very well, and you can tell. Okay, and so when you use the pressed powder, I would still use a brush like this and just very lightly, you know, go over, because you don't want it cakey. So yeah, I'm going to come in a little bit closer, and you can see. So you don't want it cakey. You just want a good coverage. Okay. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is using my new little brow pencil. Alright, so I've used it once. I was very impressed. I'm using the brow palette. Now I want you to know you can use just eyeshadow too if that's all you have. Like if you have just one of the palettes and it has a nice brown in it that is very similar to your hair color, you can use that. But I'm going to use a brow palette because I have one. So I use this color right here, and I am going to take this flat end right here, and I'm going to dip it into this, and we're going to set out the kind of outline of my brows. Okay, and everybody's brow shape is going to be a little bit different. I like for my brows to be as close to the natural shape as possible, and I was not blessed with, you know, a lot of brow. I am, you know, very lacking, so I have to fill in and make some brows, but you know, I follow along what would be the natural path. You can see, you know, I've got a little bit, but not much. So I start off with that bottom line, and so you're just going to come just underneath. Alright, and bring it out. Okay, get you some more. Now we're going to do the top line. We're going to come over just a little bit, and right there. And this, again, we're just drawing the line, and we kind of meet it together at what would be the arch, and then pull it out. Okay, just make sure I got that. so you can kind of see the shape of what my brow is going to look like. Now I'm going to go to the other side, and I'm going to take that product that's already there, and I'm going to pull it up in just little motions and pull it down and pull it over and just kind of fill in those lines that I just made. Okay. Like I said, using the product that we already have on there. Okay. And right here, you want to make just little lines. Okay. And we really want that to be sharp. And out, and out. Okay, and so I still like to use my little spoolie part to kind of brush get everything going the way that I want it. Look over it. Okay, and then you just shape it up as you feel needs it. But yeah, this really gives you some precision about your shaping and where you're putting those brows. So I am a fan. Okay, so that's one. You see, whoa, look at the difference. Brow. Put a little bit of highlight right here underneath that brow on the puffy part. All right, and so now I'm gonna go finish it out so I don't look crazy. So come over here and up and out. I have done videos to talk about brow placement. If you are interested in those videos, I can find them and send them to you. Because there is a method to it. But since I've been doing my brows enough, you know, I kind of just know placement at this point. Okay. Use this side again. Okay. there we go. So now I'm all browed in, and I will top that as well with some setting powder, and it will stay, I promise it will. Alright, so I am going to go and do the rest of my face, because I know I look a little bit silly right now without having it all together, but I'm going to go do the rest of my face, and I will be back to show you the finished look. Alright, thanks. Hi guys, I'm back, and here is the finished look. So I went with a blue, what's this thing called? It's a Mused cream shadow for my lid, and then I used palette 3. I highlighted with this color Smitten. I used this color, what is this called? Ecstatic, for my crease, and I used Cheeky kind of on the ends here to give it that smoky look, and I came underneath. I am just wearing the Epic mascara. You can see all of that. And bronzer. I used Sweet for my blush, and again topped everything, set it in place with this. Oh, and you might be wondering about my lipstick. It is Stylish. Ooh, it kind of looks red right there, but it's a metallic, and it is called Stylish, and it is a splash, and it's one of my favorites. So there's my finished look.